Hi everybody, it's vlog time. It's 11:30 at night, so I really have to hustle this up because I should have made this video an hour ago. So today what I'm going to do is a book review of the books that I've read so far this summer and kind of a prediction of the books I am in the middle of or going to read. So without further ado, let's get started. The first book that I read is The Help by Kathryn Stockett, and this is what it looks like. It's a pretty long book, but it's actually not that long. It's a pretty easy read. I was a little surprised, but it is really, really good. And basically, it's about, well, it's set in the 1960s in Mississippi, and it's basically about how poorly the help was treated. So like, not maids, but like I guess basically maids. And kind of it goes along with the civil rights movement and all of that. And it's really good. Like I said, it's a pretty easy read. It's long, so it takes a while, but it's not like um one of those books that just goes on and on and on, and you're like, okay, time to wrap it up. No, it's really good. I read it a while ago, so I don't have much else to say about it other than you should read it. It's appropriate for all ages, pretty much. I would recommend that you have a basic understanding of the civil rights movement, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. The next book that I read is The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. Now it looks like this. And I picked up this book when I was sitting in the Detroit airport. We were stuck there because we missed our flight connection when we were coming back from Florida. And I was bored, so I got a book, and I thought, oh, it sounds good because, part of my bucket list is just kind of, being happy during the summer and making it fulfilling. And so basically what the author of this book did, Gretchen Rubin, she kind of had an epiphany on the bus one day and decided to start a year-long happiness project where basically she just tried to make the most of her year. And I had very mixed feelings on this book. Here's why. I think that her intentions were great. I think she had a definite goal in mind, to be happier, and very noble cause, something that I think a lot of people aspire to do but don't necessarily have the commitment level that she does. However, I also feel like she completely misses the mark. And that's because she completely overanalyzes a lot of things. And to me personally, happiness is something that is very organic, that comes naturally, and the whole point of happiness is that happiness comes in special moments, and you can't really force those special moments. And so by overanalyzing it and like making a very rigid plan on how she's going to be happier, I think she kind of misses the point. It's very well written, very well researched. Like I said, just overanalyze, and that's coming from someone who takes an hour to pick out a pair of socks. I analyze everything, and for me to say she overcooked it, it was a lot. And one thing that really bugged me in this book is that she would have all of these statistics, but then she wouldn't cite her sources. And that really, really bugged me. And considering she writes research books for a living, really? that was kind of my thought on that. I would recommend reading it if you are having a midlife crisis, or, I don't know, like, if you want a book to, I wouldn't even say cheer you up, but if you're just trying to analyze happiness more, it's a great book for that. She's a very good storyteller, like, she tells good stories when she has them, but The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin, that's all there is to that. Right now, this is my 3rd out of 4 books that I am in the process of reading, is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I am only up to chapter 5, and this book is scary. And it's set in the future, like, way far in the future. And it's all about, like, genetic engineering and modification. And the author has a very dark sense of writing style. At one point he talks about electrocuting babies. And it's funny because what I've picked up on it is, it seems like he was just sitting at a typewriter and writing and writing and writing and, like, going at lightning speed. And you really have to be paying attention because he's writing at this lightning speed, and then there'll be, like, little glimpses of moments of significance. So if you get caught up in his style, you'll miss some of the points that he's trying to make. So that's a little, not the best book to be reading right before bed, especially when you're tired. So, I don't know, like I said, I'm only up to chapter 5. It's really creepy and really dark so far, and at times confusing. And it's weird because he, like, made up his own little world, and he has all these different terms and different, like, renames of things that he doesn't explain. So that kind of confuses me at times. Maybe I'm just too tired to be keeping up with his pace. I don't know. Yeah. I hope I can finish this book, but I don't know. Like I said, it's not exactly the style of book I like reading. So, it is a classic, and I love me some classics. So, we'll see. And finally, my 4th book that I'll be reading to cross off that list item is The Shack by W.M. Paul Young. And, it's a very controversial book, from what I've heard. It's about, well, here, let me read the back to you, or this little part. In a world where religion seems to grow increasingly irrelevant, the Shack wrestles with the timeless question, where is God in a world so filled with unspeakable pain? So, I think it'll be interesting. I read the first, like, the introduction, and if anyone knows, tell me, is this fiction, or is this, like, real? Is it based on real events? Because, like, from reading the introduction, it sounded like it was, like, a biography, biography, but I'm pretty sure it's fiction. I don't know. If you know, leave me a comment. That'd be much appreciated. Alright, this video is way more dragged out than it should be. I am super tired, and I have to get up really early tomorrow. So, I will go. I hope you had a wonderful day. Read lots. It'll be good for you and fun. And, like, my best advice is to read right before bed. And I know that's when you're really tired, but for me, it's like an escape. Like, you can forget about whatever happened that day and just, read, and it's a great way, like, I have a lot of trouble finishing books. Like, I'll get into them, I'll read, like, 5 chapters in one day, and then I'll just kind of fizzle out. And I found that reading right before bed helps, like, keep me on track, it paces me. So, that's just my tip of what I do. So, yeah, and I'll put up a post once I finish all 4 books, and I'll maybe do a little mini review, but I'm ready to go. This video is over 10 minutes long, so you've had enough. Thanks for listening. Yeah, love and summer, Sarah.